What do you want us? Where's the frontal? Where do you want us to face? There or face him?
So you can see it
Just
better.
talk to each other?
Normal.
Guys, just talk to each other, don't worry about the cameras.
Okay.
The reason we have 3 is we're testing 2 different mics and the video camera.
Oh,
We're just
okay.
seeing what gives
Video
us the
camera
best
is not
quality.
aligned.
I know that, I haven't started it
Yeah.
yet. But just talk to each other, don't worry about these at all. The
Okay.
only reason we're here is to just capture the conversation.
All right,
So,
let me
and
see.
if we at any point, if we have any issues and just need to say stop for a moment, we'll let you know and we'll just pick right up, but I don't think we'll have to.
Okay, but I do think that there should be a beginning when we do introductions as opposed to just a general conversation, or do you disagree?
Whatever you guys, we're just here to capture whatever you guys have decided you want to do in this conversation.
Okay,
So,
got it.
I left my notebook in the other room. Can I have a piece of paper just so I can take some
Yes.
notes while we chat?
By all means. Would you like a little couple?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Let me get it as clean as possible.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Hey, can you all in the picture?
Oh, my apologies. Let me grab your pen too. You have a
Get your
pen?
fingers out there.
Thank you.
Okay, ready.
All righty.
And let me see, how do you, I guess if you have to talk normally, you'll have to be looking at you and having a conversation back and forth.
All right.
Versus
We're
looking at
good.
that. Okay.
We're good. Don't tell us
Yeah,
where we need
not
to
just looking at me, you should be looking more at,
Okay.
go. Don't tell us where we need to go.
all right, so
Am I still
we'll
alive?
do an introduction here for the first of the SCORE video mentoring transcripts, which I think is a good idea for SCORE. And we have Nathan to thank for setting it up originally with the client. And of course, we have Rochelle Ortega, the client, who is participating with us today, and we thank you very much. I'll do introductions first. But on my left here is Rochelle Ortega,
Yes.
the president and founder of Jobby Hair Wig and Weave Boutique,
Yeah.
located in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, which you set up for yourself, right? You-
Yes. What was the question?
Well, in setting up a business, you were the founder.
Yes, I was a founder. I went to school and I got my associate's degree in business. I knew I wanted to start a company.
Yeah.
When I started beauty school, I wanted to do like a mobile hair care for the elderly, and I wanted to go to
Good
each
choice.
nursing home and do hair. And over time, then I was like, I might as well, traveling and all that, gas and expenses.
Sure.
It came into, now I'll just have a physical location, but I also incorporated that. So even though I have a physical location, I still am able to travel to those that are like, they're bedridden, they can't move. So I realized that even though they're being taken care of by nurses and doctors, a lot of times even just looking pretty is a great therapy. It's
I bet it
therapeutical.
is.
Yeah.
Well, you got some help from SCORE,
Yeah.
and the mentor, the member of SCORE who did it. I'm going to introduce now Nathan Usuro Idio, who is a SCORE mentor now for the last couple of years and a former vice chairman of
Yes.
SCORE. And currently you're active, I think, as the secretary to the assistant district director,
He is our financial controller for the state of Maryland.
the financial controller for the state of Maryland. Sorry, I missed that.
It's okay, it's okay.
Well, what happened was that Rochelle needed some help to continue building her business that she'd already started. But Nathan was called in and was able to create a Skype mentoring network for the mentoring job. Now, SCORE mentors people, entrepreneurs and others, but not in the Hagerstown chapter via Skype until Rochelle Ortega brought her problems to SCORE, and thus began a new phase, a new chapter actually in the history of SCORE and its mentoring services to its clients. So let's start again here with Rochelle. What was the particular issue that brought you to the point where you contacted SCORE and wanted to have some mentoring help?
Okay, so I had started with SCORE in Shippensburg, and the lady there, she helped me build my business plan.
Yeah.
So I had that already, but that's all that was done. I didn't have any more help after that. And then I reached out, just let me call somebody else in the Small Business Administration. And I called and I said, I just need some help for, and then Nathan contacted me,
Excellent,
you
excellent.
know, and that's how that got started.
Now, did you mention the type of help that you wanted? Was there a specific
I
question?
needed counseling on where do I go from the business plan. Okay, I have a business plan now. What do I do? The lady, she helped me create my business plan. That was the end of her job. Once this was completed, that was it as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, but there's a lot more to do, isn't there?
There's a way lot more to do, because then
Okay.
once you have this, what do you do after that? So I have this. Do I file it and just keep it there, or what do I do?
No, it's got to be active.
From
that-
from Nathan contacting.
And that's
me.
where Nathan comes
Yeah.
in. So, Nathan, you saw a business plan that looked good to you?
Yes, it was a business plan, of course. It looked feasible.
Feasible, that's the word. Okay, now, when we have a feasible plan, all that means is we're ready to start working, to implement. Planning's one thing, implementing is quite another. What kind of advice did you give Rochelle to implement that great business plan that she had from Shippensburg?
Oh, basically, at that point, we needed to move forward, create an organizational structure, and then, of course, look at financing and look at different ways of dealing with the supply chain management to get a product from our perspective to the client. And that is what we started working with. We started with the financial and took a look at the financials, made sure that the feasibility of the business plan aligned with the real world, real market scenario that she was operating from.
That's a great start. And what got you started actually in doing the mentoring via Skype? New thing for
Okay, so what
For
happened
SCORE.
was we initially met at the Texas Lunch in Chambersburg. That was our first visit, and then I think we were there for like a good 3 hours. We was there for a while.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we were talking about everything, and then I said, we both looked and was like, we could do this on Skype. There's no real reason for us to be traveling and having extra expenses, and we're both busy people, so we both agreed to do it Skype, and we said by the end of the day we would already had done exchange information on Skype name and stuff, so that's how that got started with the Skype. Like, okay, we can have a meeting for hours on end on Skype,
Yeah, okay.
and have never even left the comfort of your office or home.
Well, that's one of the great advantages of it, but I'm hoping too that in addition to the advantage location-wise, that you had an advantage work-wise. You were able to see the other person, to see what to really do what you were saying in the SCORE meeting today, assess.
Oh, yes, by all means. You have to understand, Ms. Ortega's business and business model proposition is very unique. She has a unique proposition that has to do with her being mobile, her being having to deal with a lot of clients of diverse client background, and with Skype that encouraged and that allowed that possibility to exist because she was able to be mobile, go from place to place, work with her client while also contacting her SCORE mentor, which is myself, and giving me a real life feedback. Of course, at that point we have plans. We had key objectives that we were supposed to achieve, and it gave her time to apply those objectives and those plans when she took care of those in the market and come back and report back at her own convenience in the comfort of her home office.
Excellent. How long were the sessions, Michelle?
Typically, the sessions can go about an hour. What I liked about the Skype is that all the information that he would normally bring physically would be in the message box while we're talking. He's like, I just forwarded you the PDF or the PDF or file that he needs me to go over, and it's right there. All I have to do is click on it, and then whatever I needed would be right accessible immediately. And while that's happening, we can talk about what I see on the PDF right there. There's a little camera that sits up here, and we're still conversating with him. I'm still looking at what he asked me to look at. It could be immediate or later on.
So now, the sessions have gone on for how long? How long has the whole period of mentoring been so far?
About it's 20 a year.
About a year.
Yep.
That is excellent work. I mean, the two of you working together via Skype for and within SCORE, I think is an excellent combination. And I hope our other clients that we have here at SCORE can make the same kind of advantage in terms of doing it quickly, doing it expertly, and of course with the technical expertise of Nathan, which was demonstrated by what Rochelle just said. I think we have a winning combination. So it's a year later, you've learned something, and you have too, haven't you?
Oh, definitely. It's always a learning process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's a learning process forever. In fact, SCORE has a program called Launch and Learn. And that means that the process of learning goes on even after launch.
Yeah.
In fact, that brings me back to that business plan. It's not, business planning is not something that is discontinuous. In other words, when you get a business plan, you're not home free.
Right.
You're merely set to move on from there.
Right.
So I think we've had a great start here, actually more than a start. We've had a year worth of excellent mentoring and a very willing and very, very capable client as well.
Yeah.
So I'd like to close now with asking you one last thing. How do you rate SCORE's counseling and mentoring services for the Hagerstown chapter where Nathan and I are? How would you rate us?
10 is excellent.
Yes.
10 is excellent.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's a testimonial. I hope that our viewers can learn from the experience of a great client here, Rochelle Ortega, a great business proposition, and an equally great, if not magnificent, job of counseling, mentoring. So we're going to sign off for today, and we'll be back again with more information from SCORE Hagerstown. That's all for today.
Excellent.
Cut.
Take two.
Take two.
Take one is enough.
That was SBDC in Shippensburg.
Who was it?
It's called
Thank you.
SBDC.
I'm gonna leave Leonard Ryan.
Okay, that's what it
The
was.
small business, small
It
business.
wasn't
development
SB.
program.
It's not
SBDC.
SBA.
No, it's not SCORE, but it's SBDC.
I thought it was
They're the one-
SCORE.
Oh, I understand. I know Dr. Okari, he's the director there. I know him very well.
Yeah, yeah.
SCORE is, the closest SCORE is in Hagerstown, and SBDC.
I thought it was SCORE, and that's how I ended up meeting it.
Oh.
I was like, listen, this lady just gonna give me this and say,
Take
okay,
that.
here you go. Good luck with that. No. I'm not-
No,
You were kidding
it's
about take two?
No, I would think, what do you think? Because I think that was a good dry run. But
I
then,
thought it was
Yeah,
that was the real thing.
because I believe she got up.
But you know
Oh,
what?
that's all right.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
This, and plus, this is a conversation. This
Okay,
is not something that has to be TV level production.
Okay.
So don't worry about that. I think it's perfectly fine.
All right.
Yeah, I figured that you'd go through and cut and snip and
Yeah,
tuck
absolutely.
and tape and.
All right.